Explain to me what we're supposed to do as healthcare workers. We are also parents. Explain to me after the 5-day quarantine of being positive when our children get COVID, what we're supposed to do. Because it's not like we can get a babysitter. It's not like we can send them to school. We can't send them to daycare because they're COVID positive. And as long as they run a fever, even if it's longer than 5 days, we still have to take care of that. I think it's time now that it's 2022 that employers really need to realize that we need to be a little bit more family friendly in the sense that not every parent has options. You can't send your kid to grandma's if they're COVID positive and show up to work. So what are we supposed to do? Take our kids with us? Like, I just don't understand. I don't know what we're supposed to do. And I don't think it's fair for us to get a point because we have to take care of our children. I don't think it's fair that any parent should get a point for having to quarantine with their child from any employer. We really need to readdress these issues. We really need to really look at these issues. You know, when we had 10-day quarantines, this wasn't such a big problem. And maybe it was for some. I don't know. Let me know. I have no idea. But these 5-day quarantines, and if you're a healthcare worker, you can go back COVID positive. And if your kid gets COVID, sorry. Like, that's just, it's very frustrating for me as a mom. For the longest time, I was a single mom. I have gotten engaged, but even then, I'm mom. It is my job to take care of my kids, period. It's not anybody else's job. I'm not asking anybody else to step up and do that. And I'm the one that has to figure out at the end of the day, who's going to take care of those kids if they're sick and where they're going to go. And I hate to tell you this, but as a mom, it's going to be me because their dad, their actual biological father, could care less. Their stepdad will do anything he could possibly want to do for those kids. But honestly, the man makes more money than me. So I'm probably going to send him to work. I just really think with all these staffing shortages, it needs to be considered the fact that when you had the 10-day quarantines, it was a little easier in case somebody else got COVID. But at the same time, you can't just say, well, because we're short-staffed. Well, you know what? We're short-staffed at home too. Which parent is staying?